Namaste, my fellow strikers. Holy Materia here, back with another Shinobi Striker video. Today we're going to be showcasing some Yuta builds in honor of the new Season 3 trailer that just dropped for JJK for Jujutsu Kaisen. The new season is looking hype based off this trailer, and Yuta's my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, so yeah. This will be the first one as part of a series. We're going to be doing some Jujutsu Kaisen builds. Before we start, I just want to give a big shout out to the squad. So we had some more people playing as characters from Jujutsu Kaisen. We had Despair as Utahime, and then we had Kobe playing as Shoko. So GG's to the squad, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming through. All right, so let's get into these Yuta builds, man. Yuta plus Rika builds, because that's the team, bro. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to Shinobi Strike that like button and subscribe for more. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. So this build is made possible by the new SS plus healer sword, the Enchanted Sword Ghost. So that's like the biggest part of the build, because that's like Yuta's whole thing, is that he uses that sword with his cursed energy on it, and his cursed energy is pink. I think he's the only one that has like pink cursed energy in the series. So and there wasn't anything that was quite like that in Shinobi Striker before this. So now that we got this new Enchanted Sword Ghost, yeah, this is the perfect time to do a Yuta build, and this is the first time we're getting to see him in that trailer, like as part of the real show, not just the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0. And just so you guys know, a little spoiler warning, like I'm not going to spoil anything big in the story, but some of these builds might spoil some of like Yuta's jutsu that has not come out yet in the movie or in the series, in the anime. So there might be some spoilers for the manga, but I'm not going to spoil any story stuff. And I'm not going to use any stuff that would like be a big spoiler for the story. There's one like really big thing that I won't showcase or I won't talk about, because that would be like too big. But I won't talk about any of the story, just so you guys know. But yeah, some of the, if you're like, oh, I don't even want to know what his moves are like, then yeah, don't listen to this. You can just watch the gameplay at the end or something. But if not, then yeah, just let's go ahead and get into it, just so you guys know those minor spoiler warnings for like abilities, like moves and stuff. All right, so we have a couple builds here. I'm gonna be honest, one of them I didn't really like, but I might have been struggling because I just started using the new Enchanted Sword Ghost, and I didn't really know how to use it right. For the first few matches, I didn't even know about like that you could hold the button. I had to watch the Hidden Rose tutorial video, and after watching that video, I saw that they're starting to give us like the actual combos laid out in their like developing letters and stuff. So that's dope. Or not the developer letters, but yeah, they actually showed us like the combos, because this sword is a lot different than anything else that's in the game. So I'll put that on the screen. But yeah, let's get into the first build, man, because yeah, this sword just looks clean, and it's just an aura farming weapon like that. The whole weapon is just about aura farming. But we're going to be using some of the new stuff with Kakuzu, because I went ahead and got that DLC. So the first move we're going to use for Yuta is the Palm Sage Jutsu. So Yuta knows how to use the reverse curse technique, and he's actually really good at it. He can heal himself and heal his allies. So he was going to be a healer anyway, even if it wasn't for that weapon. And I can't stand Palm Sage Jutsu. I never liked it from the very beginning of the game. Even after they buffed it many times, I still don't like it. But the way it looks when you're doing it, it looks like cursed energy. So I went with the Palm Sage Jutsu, and this is the build that I wasn't really feeling that much. And it's mostly because of Palm Sage Jutsu. And I'm so rusty in the game. I was just getting knocked around when I was trying to use Palm Sage. But we're using this because it looks like cursed energy, and this is his reverse curse technique, or part of it, one of the things. Then we're going to use the new summon jutsu from the Kakuzu DLC, the fire style, wind style, rare folly. So this is going to be like him summoning Rika, Rika coming to help him out. So that's the biggest thing that I was excited about, was being able to use this, and like this being Rika, like him having a summon, because Yuta's not really Yuta without Rika. Like they're like a tag team. Even my name is Yuta plus Rika, because you can't really have one without the other. And there's nothing in the game that actually like looks like Rika, because Rika looks horrifying in the show. But this was like one of the closest things I could find, even if it wasn't just about healers. So yeah, man, I was so excited when this move came out in the like when Kakuzu was coming out, but I don't really love it too much. But it was actually holding me down a little bit better than I realized it was once I like went back and looked at some of the footage. And then for the sub, we're going to be using emergency exit because of like this is the part of his reverse curse technique. I feel like this one even more than like a healing jutsu feels like a reverse curse technique, because they usually use it like kind of almost automatically, like after they get hit by something. So we're gonna use that to have some more healing ability. And there's nothing really like subs in Jujutsu Kaisen, I wouldn't say. So yeah, we won't use any of that other stuff. And then we're gonna also use Kakuzu's ult, the Earth Grudge final shot, because this is also like supposed to be Rika coming. So we'll just say like that Rika's right behind him, because even when you do the transformation, it's like just kind of like on your back, but it's not really completely covering your whole body. So, and that's kind of how Rika like hangs out on Yuta's back. So yeah, this will be like another summon in Rika, and she can shoot beams out and stuff too. So yeah, so that's why we're gonna roll with this. And yeah, I was having fun with this build, but it wasn't really working too well for me, I wouldn't say. So I wouldn't like suggest just using this build unless you're doing like some theme stuff. But it might just be me because I'm trash with Palm Sage Jutsu, and I'm just now getting used to the new summon thing, because I don't know, man, I might just be rusty. It's probably just because I'm rusty, to be honest. But this was the one I was using on like combat especially. Yeah, this was like my combat build. I was thinking this would be good on base too, because like having a summon, but it was just okay on base. But let me know if it works out well for you, like how you guys like it. All right, so then for the second build, the one that actually was working out well for me, because it's more similar to a build that I run anyway. We're gonna have the summoning slug as our first jutsu, because that's him summoning Rika. Rika can't heal by herself, but Yuta can use his reverse curse technique to heal people through Rika. So this is like him doing that to heal people, and Rika's just like separated from him or with him, because sometimes they can separate too. And then for the next jutsu, we're gonna use Tsukuyomi, my favorite move from Naruto. Not my favorite jutsu in this game, but so this one I need to explain a little bit. So first of all, Yuta's main ability in the show is to be able to copy people. He's kind of like Kakashi in that way. But still, to this day, after 7 years, we have all these Sharingan moves, but not a single one of them actually copies something. I was looking like, what can I use to like say that he's copying? But there's nothing like that. So I wanted to use at least a Sharingan move. And so we're gonna use this. And okay, this is a minor spoiler, like, even if it's not really a story spoiler, but this is like a ability spoiler that might be like you don't want to hear, so maybe skip ahead a little bit. I'll put a timestamp to after I say it. But this is for his domain expansion, because it looks almost just like it, like all the imagery and stuff, you know, like when you're in the Tsukuyomi, when you get hit by it, it's like you're in a domain anyway. So this will be Yuta's domain expansion. Like I was actually surprised when I was looking back at it, like, yeah, this looks just like that, man. Even the fact that, actually, you know what, when I first saw it, I already thought it looked like Tsukuyomi when I first was reading the manga. Because like, yeah, I finished the whole JJK manga, like even as it was going, I caught up with it, and then I finished like the last issue, like when the last issue came out. So I was like all the way caught up, and when I saw that, I was like, dang, this looks like Tsukuyomi, bro. Like it's got like the swords and stuff. It's like Itachi stabbing people with the swords inside the Tsukuyomi, or stabbing Kakashi. That's what he did to Kakashi. But that's what this one is. So yeah, we're gonna use that as his domain expansion, and then we're also using an emergency exit on this build, just for his more reverse curse technique. And then we're gonna run the long distance healing for the ult, and say that this is him like using Rika to heal people from a distance. And this build actually worked out for me pretty well. This was supposed to be my base build, but I was using it in other stuff too, like like in barrier battle. But I guess barrier is also objective based, so it works in there. I can't remember if I used it in a combat battle. I definitely used it in flag, and it worked out to defend flags. Yeah, I don't think I used it in combat. I wouldn't run the slug in combat. But yeah, this is for like the objective build for Yuta. But yeah, man, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Big shout out to Kobe and Despair for teaming up, man. Let me know in the Discord if you're in the JJK and you wanna get in on the next one, because I'm gonna have a lot more of these. This is because I hadn't been thinking about JJK for a long time, but after seeing the trailer for season 3, I was like, okay, let's get back into it, man. I don't even really love the culling game, or especially don't love what happens after the culling game. For reasons, if you read the manga, you know. But I want to see Yuta in action, man, like in the actual show instead of just in the movie, because that's my dog. Okay, and let me know in the comments like what your Yuta build would be like. First, any healer Yuta builds, like with that sword, or even like other classes, and especially what weapon would you run if you were doing a Yuta build? Yuta and Rika. I keep saying Riku. But yeah, man, we're gonna have much more to come, much more celebrating in JJK coming soon, season 3. So let's get it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to Shinobi Strike that like button and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Everybody stay safe out there. Peace and love.